Hello?
We got you back.
Okay, I didn't do that this time, I promise. I was actually in the middle of going with you. I was going with you. I was like, so what's the definition of a bad, like, what's your definition of a bad boy or a bad girl? And that junk just said redirecting. Like, what?
I hope this app don't be on no dumb jump, man.
Yeah, that was a strong 12 minutes, I think I saw.
Okay. Even if we gotta keep doing it within those 12 minutes or whatever.
Yeah, now we know how to minimize it. Okay.
I can
all right.
edit it.
Okay. But can you edit that first one, mix it in with this one?
Yeah. Yep. That's what I'm gonna do. Mm-hmm. So yeah, it's just about this phenomenon. Why is this thing of attraction to be attracted to these type of individuals who have this negative or this non-positive lifestyle? So how you feeling about the subject?
So I want to know your take, your definition of a bad boy, bad girl. Like, what do you consider a bad boy? Or a bad girl? So what is that? I'm interested to really know. It's different definitions. So
right. My intake is more of someone who don't really, have. Well, this is a very controversial. I want to make sure I use my word wisely and don't get the listener mindset offended or whatever. But sometimes you want to be cautious, but you want to also make sense. So I'm just speaking like generalization of just someone who just don't have.
It's your opinion. You have the right to have an opinion, whether somebody agree or disagree. That's why I said, what is your definition? Because there's no book on being a bad boy or a bad girl. For real, like I personally think like a bad boy is not what you see on TV, of course, but somebody who's like really foul, disrespectful, no morals for themselves. Same thing with the females. But that doesn't mean that they're, a drug dealer or, prostitution. That don't make them bad. Maybe their actions behind that title make them bad. But I wanted to know, like, what is your definition of a real, like, it's your opinion. So you good.
Right. Very similar to what you just mentioned. I think you took, some of those words out of my mind with that. It's just more of someone who don't have your best interest and just have a pretty hostile type of lifestyle or in a bad environment.
It doesn't bring you any good.
That same thing that go with the women too. Like same thing that don't have your best interest and also in a bad environment. That's really my my take on that.
Yeah, I like that. That's the truth because I've ran into people who were good, actually, a good drug dealer, but he had the good drug dealer, even for females, good drug dealers, but so rude and disrespectful. You think that the world just owe you because you do drugs or you sell drugs or that entitlement of power or control, because it's definitely a power and control thing. I think that's why that's why I consider it a bad boy, bad girl, because people think they have power over situations. It's just like, no, honey, no. Like, what is that?
Right. And I want to get more into that in a bit, but again, I want to make sure we take things one step at a time. But keep that in mind, Miss Jenkins, about how their perspective could possibly be. But my first question would be like, what would be that real? Why are we attracted to that? Or some individuals is attracted to that type of lifestyle? Like, I mean, we got relatives, we know friends, we know individuals who put themselves in a situation that they want that drug dealer guy. you know.
Yeah.
And we're gonna get to the women perspective soon. I got questions of us guys who attracted to the bad women. They don't necessarily sell drugs, but we're gonna get there. But yeah, what is that initiation attraction? What do we feel like is what plays into it?
I don't know. I will say, like, the few girls I have talked to or asked that do date a drug dealer or anything like that, they do say, like we mentioned before, that protection, like they feel protected, but it's not protection for you. It's protection for their self. Of course, if a guy is talking to you or dating you, he's going to make sure, okay, my girl's safe or whatever. But they got a target on their back every day they walk out their house. Like, the protection is not towards you. So that's really a dumb reason to be attracted to a person like that, because it's like, why would you not want to protect yourself? Protect yourself going into that situation. Shit, he might turn on you. You talking about protection for him.
Find something worth taking the opportunity of. You're gonna get set up in the process.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's like, what? Yeah. That's kind of that's a give and go, because that just doesn't make any sense. I don't foresee in that. Me personally, I just don't foresee in that.
So when you say protection, because again, we talked about this yesterday a little bit on the phone, and I agree with you with that. I've been told, you know, before that it's about the protection, you know, from numerous sources, and I find that questionable, because, you know, when you talking to people, so these type of young girls, I call them girls because they still didn't develop to a proper, competent, you know, docile woman just yet. So, you know, when I ask certain questions that kind of triggers them, they feel offended. Like, what type of protection do you feel like is that comfort? Like, what exactly is they showing or telling you that make you feel comfort in that? Because technically with the protection, and when I think about protection, I'm like, okay, obviously he got a house, he got a car, he got firearms, he got weapons, he got stuff like that. Now, when you think like that, okay, do he actually have that? And if you do, it's illegal, because how is you protected if that person got a gun, which is highly illegal? He not even like putting himself in a very safe situation to protect you, because like me going with my gun permit, you know, I'm actually protected, because if I had just a regular non-licensed gun or issued by the state, and I go ahead and shoot somebody, I'm in jail. And who protected you then? You know, like, how did that work? So you know, that misconception, that is definitely considered a misconception. And you know, they feel like it's the lifestyle too. Oh, he on the streets, he know people. Do you feel like that's another form of protection? Like, okay,
that is definitely like, to me, bro. Come on, you know, PinkPin is low. I am low. I am a low source. Like, I cannot date a guy that everybody knows. Like, probably business wise, of course. You know, those the connections we need. You know, but like illegal business. No, like I'm not judging a guy if it's not just drug dealers either. It's other things like a mob. It could be a mob, money laundering. It could be anything, but it's just like, to be out there, that type of source, to be known, a known factor. I'll call it a known factor for this hot topic. It's not a good look. That's not protection, because once again, that target is always on your back, and you don't want nobody to you out to eat with your family, and you and your protector, you know, is spotted by somebody that it's just bad business, and that bad business is interrupting your family time or your personal life, and there goes the situation you probably can't even get out of. I don't know. Me personally, I just wouldn't want to date. Now, a known factor that I would date is like a boxer, of course, or, you know, a soccer player, or, you know, just something. Okay, he's known for being in the ring. Okay, he's known for getting those black belts, those trophies for swimming, or, you know, And those are going to be the protectors than somebody who's really trying to watch their own back, man. I know that, to me personally, I've actually talked to a drug dealer, not me talking like dating wise. No, I'm saying I got an interview, like my uncle. I really asked him some real stuff, man. I asked him, like, what is like one of your main biggest fears? And that man always said, like, he's always looking over his shoulder, and he was not lying. That's where I got it's always a target on your back. You could be the best drug dealer. You could be the war mafia, okay? Could be the queen of drugs, moving them weights. But somebody will always have that target on you. You can be the best, but somebody either envy of you, or you did them, or you messed them over, and you thought you was doing something good, or retaliation. Well, that's the same thing as them getting back. Envy and retaliation actually are two different things. Sorry, let me correct myself, because I can be jealous of a person that has it all and just take them out. Or like retaliating because, you beat me up in that alley that year. Now I'm bigger and tougher. I'm about to take all your shit. I'm about to take it all. I'm about to take it all. Can we cuss? I'm sorry.
Oh, go ahead. Yeah, you could. Yeah.
My fault. Yeah.
My podcast for the kids, so I just say if the person is trying to put it on a minimum, but the kids, y'all, they've been around some curse words. Everybody has, so yeah, you good.
Sorry, y'all. But yeah, that's just like my real intake on it, man, because it's really no real protection. Like, I want you to flip the switch. Next time you ask somebody that, flip the switch on them, bro. Be like, so what is your definition of protection? Like we really want to know that, because
you know what? It's funny that you say that, because if I do ask that, do you think they're gonna have an answer, or would they get triggered like I mentioned earlier that they get triggered?
I swear to God, a gun better not be the number one answer either. That's going to be the wildest, stupidest excuse, because you could go out and get your own damn gun. You could go get your own pistol.
Make it legal, too. Make it legal. So if you clap somebody, you ain't even going to go to jail because you good. Like, you were defending yourself.
Like, that doesn't make no sense, man. That's just going to be the most immature answer. So yeah.
Do you also feel like, because I believe this is the thing too, do you feel like it's also, going back to the traction, is the money in the swag, right? Because you got to remember, as a drug dealer, you're an opportunist. You at the bottom of the pedestal. You may be getting the easiest money. We all know that. We all know how that works. But you at the bottom of economic power when it comes to working in the corporate America, or just surviving in this society off income, because you very vulnerable. But I guess a defense mechanism or a shield of these guys that do these sell drugs, or just bad boys in general, like you mentioned, anybody who just do money laundering or scammers. Oh yeah, those scammers, they crazy too. These individuals, they cover up in all the fly gear because they got these funds to buy it, and then they might have a little deuce, and then like they might have them a little hoopty. It's another factor of, that brings that attraction into play when it comes to these young girls who just think that's the thing, because they right there, they always in your face too. Like, do that triggers that attraction?
Probably. I mean, not for me, but probably for somebody else, because I can get that. At the end of the day, we are our own world. Like, we live in this world, but we are what we make our world to be. So if you want to be lazy and just depend on a guy or a girl for financial stability, because that's all it sounds like, money, a car, and that's everything you could get for yourself, plus protecting yourself. So it's the ones who are lazy and don't want to get it for themselves. Of course. Why not? Let's go talk to him. Let's go set this guy up for everything he has, because he has it all. That's not even like, how would you? That's just me personally. That's deep, because that is some real. That's some truth. That's some truth to it.
Now that, do you feel like only reason this phenomenon exists with these young girls who are attracted to these so-called bad boys is a lack of respect in there for themselves, because they're attracting, or they feel like they're attracted to these toxic individuals.
Yeah, maybe. Once again, that's not something that every girl will go for, but the ones who want it quick, fast, and it could even be. Let me take that back, because I ain't gonna lie. I know at one point in my little high school years, quick fast was my cause. I ain't gonna lie, because it's easier. You ain't gotta do it. You got somebody else to do it for you. So with that being said, it's like, okay, you got somebody else to do it for you, but then it's always the question of what would that person want in return? See, you just got to be careful. That's what I'm saying. It's no protection with that. You can't protect yourself if he wants you to do something back and something else in return.
Right. Got you. So you saying that it is a form of respect. You got to respect yourself to know your limit. And you gotta respect yourself to know what you're dealing with. Like you said, like, you know, everybody want quick, easy money, obviously, right? Because I just made about $100 doing photo shoot for only 2 hours. So I get that. But, you know, like you said, everybody wants something in return at the end of the day. And those same individuals not always gonna give you something that is an easy decision-making suggestion. Like, okay, yeah, I could do that. But nah, it's normally something that you're not really willing to do because of your dignity. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. We just said it 2 different ways. That's a yes. That is exactly it. You hit it right on the head.
So I feel like, you know, just like, you know, wrapping it all together with the female side of things, it just comes down to just a lack of respect for themselves, because they putting themselves in that environment, and also about the influences, you know, which we're going to get to that after we talk about the guy side of things. But it's just a lack of respect. They got this misconception. It's that void. It's that misconception. Like, and you are a product of your environment. You know, if you're a young girl, you growing up in the hood, and you know the hood always glorified this type of money make lifestyle. Whether you be a scammer, whether you be a drug dealer, you get this easy money, you get this easy lifestyle, and that's accepted in our environment or in our hood or whatever. So, you know, that's what brings that comfort and that attraction, because it's so familiar. But at the end of the day, if you mature enough as a young girl, because a lot of young girls like to think, oh, I'm 18, I'm 20, I'm this, I'm that, I'm grown. But you're dating someone who's toxic, who think the same way like you know, like law of attraction is a real thing, and you're not always protected. I met this one shorty on Tinder, some thick white girl, whatever. She was cool, but you know, I text my homeboys. This is back when I was living with the guys over there in Rutgers. I text Justin and Elijah, like, yo, here go my address. If I go missing, y'all know where I last told y'all. I'm dead ass, sis. I text him because I knew this bitch was ghetto, yo. The bitch eyelashes was touching her damn forehead and shit. I'm like, oh, here we go. And then she talk about, do you smoke? See, these young ignorant females, they always go with that to smoke shit. Like they kind of carrying that toxic masculinity with them, thinking that them a better guy. Only thing you're gonna attract with that type of mindset is another toxic masculine guy, you know, who got emotional mental health issues. Like, hell yeah, I smoke, and he gonna do you dirty, he gonna do you grimy, etc. She told me that her ex was a drug dealer, and she got into a whole fight with another chick, and the chick cut her because the other chick was obsessed with the nigga because he in her ear telling her shit.
So where's the protection at?
Where's the protection?
Where's the protection?
So you telling me, you venting to me because deep down, you didn't verbally say it, but all throughout all your words, you was upset that he didn't protect you. You're like, oh, he choose her over me, and she cut me and all that. See, where was your real protection at? That can happen.
Not to say that all drug dealers, let's put this out there. That's not to say all drug dealers do that, because you do have some who can get off the street at 9 o'clock and make it home to their one wife and kids, or their one girlfriend or boyfriend. It don't matter. However way this go, they make it home to their spouse. They're reasonable. They're responsible by getting off that street at a certain time, because they know what's out there. They shut it down. Service is shut down at 8:30. I'm going home by 9 o'clock. Done. Because I know a lot of those kinds too. They're not even bad. They can give you that actual protection. They really can. Some of them are great drug dealers. You know, just, hey, how you doing? You familiar in the hood? You grew up doing this? Okay, now you got that street respect. You kind of got the big boy respect too, because now you got connections to other things other than just drugs. I really do know some people who grew up on Plymouth or our Jefferson and places like that they just do that for a side. They got a whole nother real job in the back. See, but everybody just look at him like, because he on the block, he that bad boy, he got that protection. No, you got to really know who you dealing with, because that same good guy can just like might as well do you wrong too, because he's trying to protect himself. He's not looking at to protect you. That's why it goes back to when I said have protection for yourself. I really grew up in a household where my mom always told me to, like, every day walking out the door, watch your back, watch your surroundings, watch your back. And it stuck with me. That's why I'm the way I am now. It's not paranoia. It's not anxiety. Now, don't get me wrong. I do get paranoia and anxiety because I don't like big crowds. Man, I do not like big crowds, man. That is just too much. It's too much
That's
jerk.
It's a lot of energy you around.
Yeah, so my paranoia definitely kick in with that. But to watch your surrounding and just to spot somebody that spotted you, and now you got to watch them watching you. And no, that's real. That stuff is real. That stuff is really real. Always protect yourself. That is really that is the key to life. Like, you're allowed to have firearms and weapons in your home. Right. Who you put it away? You know, I got some stuff up in this apartment. So, like, always protect yourself. That is the stupidest response I ever heard somebody say. I like themselves because protection. Like, what? That is such the childish, immaturest thing I've ever heard, because it's like, okay, if he wasn't here, you're going to the next. So you're about to go to the next drug dealer. You're going to keep going to these drug dealers or these people.
Try to find some type of protection.
I don't want to keep saying drug dealers because that's kind of
everybody
that, but anybody,
fast lifestyle, right?
Yeah, that's just not living a good lifestyle, or just don't know what they're doing.
As general, right? Because that's the thing. That's what. And you know what? That's funny. It's the pretty girls too, you know, and you know what? I feel some type of way, just a little bit, due to the fact that, you know, it's okay. Before I go more into this, I want to ask you: do you think this is a form of social conditioning? Because I feel like why is it a thing that the pretty girls is attracted to them more than the girls that's, well, we all got opinions about what's pretty or whatever, but if we take a survey, we get like a generalization of most men who like, okay, and we all agree on what's pretty, what's not. I'm pretty sure we all will agree on the prettier girl, of course, right? And typically that prettier girl is often the one that go and want to chase those guys. Why is that? Because at the end of the day, no matter if you're pretty or not, it's about the respect and the mental mindset of that woman or that female individual. So that being said, do you feel like it's social conditioning of why these females go to these guys?
I think so too. It's an image. It's more of an image, because me personally, I don't care about looks. Like, going back to my personal thoughts, sorry. But I'm just thinking, it's not about, like you said, it's not about looks. It's about who has that mindset, who has that you keep trying to go for the prettiest, and low key, they not even the prettiest. They probably the ugliest shit walking around. Like Cardi B say, ugly,
mentally, physically,
because they are. Those
they
the ones that the considered ugly. Those are the ones who got the brains, who got the mindset of working and having a nice home, a car, and work for all of that. Pretty girls is quick fast. They got to go get it quick fast. Some of them, not talking about all of them, but most of them, some of them who we're talking about right now, man, please. It's not right that they get chosen over the girls who, actually, that's funny you said that, because I had a little argument with a girl on YouTube. I had an argument with a girl on YouTube because it was a guy that was doing his reviews. I'm gonna look up his name because he's pretty dope on there. He actually responds to the YouTube comments. I like the YouTubers that interacts with the commenters. Like, I really do. Because I'm big on comments, man. Pooh will tell you, like, she always read the comments. I like to see what everybody else is thinking. Like, let's just see if somebody's thinking what you thought. So the one girl, he was doing reviews on girls with makeup. I think it was something like before and after. Yo, he was shocked. Like, some of them girls looked at way, like, the transformation was crazy when they put makeup on. That should be a topic.
Toner.
Like,
that's what do it. It's that toner. We gotta do another episode about the makeup. I got you on that, because I'm a firm believer as a man. I'm like, yo, I really don't trust females with makeup. I can do eyelashes, I can do lipstick, I can do wigs, but no fucking toner. That toner is really what it says. Toner. It's changing up your whole tone. But that's for another topic.
Yeah, that is another topic. But long story short, he was just blown away. So the one, I'm reading through the comments, the first one that caught my eye was this, I want to say she was Turkish. Like, I think she was Turkish. She was very cool. And she was actually cute on her profile too. But she was saying something like, oh, this sucks because guys like him, I don't know if she was saying like the one who was the YouTuber himself or the guys that was in the videos as well viewing, because he was viewing views. He was viewing videos that already had somebody viewing them. So it was like it was like back and forth. It was some videos that were playing and he was judging, and then it was some that had somebody else judging, and then he was judging after them. So she was like, it's just so sad. She was like, this sucks. She was like, it's so sad that guys go for the girls with the most makeup. I agreed with her. Like, when I agreed with her, I liked it. I put the fucking 100 sign. I put mad exclamation marks. Like, I was agreeing with her. I was like, you are so right. And I said, it be the girls with no makeup that be honestly the prettiest ones. Like, for real. Yeah. And do you know somebody, bro, this girl gonna at me. She gonna at me talk about no, for real. She gonna at me talk about, because my response was like, I all I do is mascara, team mascara or something, I said. And the girl added me and was like, well, that's not true. I do makeup because I don't want to be the same plain. I don't want to have the same plain face every time it's an event or something, she was saying. So pretty much she was saying, like, for a party or a graduation, a wedding, she likes to change up her face, which is no problem. But like, what, behind closed doors, you a normal face? Like, I'm confused. Because some people do makeup, like they live, eat, sleep, makeup for art though. See, that is definitely another topic, because you got girls who do it for art, who loves to see different colors and eye colors and stuff on them, but then you do it for the ones who really hide blemishes and pimples and dark spots. And
that was it. We gotta stay on topic.
Oh, I'm sorry, bro, because that's some real junk, man. So
if we have to, we can run after this, but we see.
Okay. No, because she made me feel some type of way, bro. So I comment back and I'm like, well, plain Jane baby all day, every day, 90s baby. Like, that's how I left the comment.
Word.
Yo, I had like 30 likes on my little comment. I thought that was just awesome. She only had like 5 likes, but it's okay. But it was just a message, like, it's just like, what you hiding behind something else. You can still be yourself, but see, it's just that it's like a mask. You put that on and you just somebody else. It's just something different. But okay, sorry. Back to topic.
Nah, but you know, even though you spoke about something off topic, it kind of, I see how your mind kind of went. It was still correlated with the topic because I was just asking you about that, you know, that traction and then. Damn, I done lost my train of thought. But I know what you meant about how that works. That's what you were basically explaining.
About the pretty girls, because most
the pretty girls, right.
To be considered a pretty girl, you got to have a face full of fucking makeup. But that's not true, man. That is not true. That's how we switched off topic. You know, I know. Don't play with me, bro.
But you were saying about the pretty girls going with them. So yeah, that's what you get. Yeah,
the guys.
Right. So yeah, you right about that. It's damn, I don't lost my train of thought again. But yeah, okay, Miss Jenkins, let's move on. So I want to say, do you feel like when you are attracted to these type of individuals, it doesn't work for the long run? Because you mentioned about certain individuals who actually are responsible. They just make a quick money, and hopefully they don't get addicted to that quick money and keep it going for too long and try to branch off to do something more professional, if you ask me. But do you feel like it's for the long run? Because I don't meet too many drug dealer relationships that last a very long time without any cheating or domestic violence going on. So how you feel about it?
Well, that's I would say I would kind of disagree, because like I said, it is some who got that high school sweetheart that she knows the rules, she knows the ins and outs, she knows how to get it, how to go, and he won't cheat on her. He just will really protect her. See, if you're not dating somebody that's like that, protection shouldn't even be your damn answer.
She's still on the protection, everyone.
That is some real junk. Like, if you just met this dude off of Facebook, or you just met him in a party, and now y'all been kicking it for 6 months, and oh my God, he's so my protector. What? No. If you're not with him for 6, 7, 8, 9 years, high school sweetheart, and know what this guy do, know the ins and outs, know what's going on, personal life and his other life, because you know I consider that another life. That ain't personal. But if you don't know that, if you don't know those answers, honey, there's no. He is not. No. Right. There's no way. It's just no way. I don't find it suitable for you as a human. That's just it. Just always go back to that protection. Wait.
So,
and that's the end. You did.
Wait, Alizé, real quick. Are you moving? Are you moving around? Are you moving around? Are you moving around?
No.
Okay, good. You were kind of buffing out. The podcast will pick that up, so I want to make sure that you sitting kind of still, whatever, so your connection work clear.
Oh,
but
okay.
I just want to make sure because you were buffing out. But okay, that could be me though. But I don't know.
I hear it too.
But yeah, go ahead.
No, you going in and out now, and I'm sitting still.
See, it might just be me because this house got dead zones or whatever. So sometimes my connection here, sometimes it's not. But okay, I got you though. So my last question for this discussion for the female is for the female perspective about the bad boys. What are the things that can possibly be discussed with individuals to make them feel like it's worth giving a chance? Like, do you feel like drug dealers are or now we speaking in general, everybody that's listening, we're just speaking in general because that's just our more familiar lifestyle that we kind of always around. We all got, you know, how we grew up or our family members, you always got those drug dealers that's there. You know what I mean? So my thing is this, like,
call them hustlers because hustlers
or hustler.
You
I just call it how it is. You dealing drugs, you dealing drugs. It is what it is.
Yeah.
But you
Ain't
know,
no way to
there's
figure
a certain level of hustling. Another reason too, I say that because again, I call it how it is what it is because I'm a business guy and I'm working extra harder to produce a business, and this is hustling. Trust me, this is hustling too. So you know, I just call it how it is what it is. You know. So, but anywho, what is these conversations that can possibly could be taking place to make them feel like they safe and trustworthy?
Broken promises.
You know, what is these promises? Broken promises. Okay.
I had
a lot of them,
like
right?
Because,
you will, because I mean, what type of real safety or respect is you putting on the front for? Like, do you even know how to conduct yourself in a job setting? I'm a track record guy. I mean, I only judge through track records. A lot of people like to call me judgmental. Like, I had this one shorty, which I'm gonna get into, but I had this one shorty who was just mad. You know, when you upset, you say some shit, and we never really took the time to know each other. But she called me judgmental, and I remember my ex saying that too. But it's not about judging. It's more about your track record and taking accountability. For someone to point out and say you the judge, you judging me, and I'm not an official judge. You don't see me in the court. You don't see me wearing all black. I'm not judging. I'm just basing it off the facts. If I see that your ass is doing some dumb shit, I'm gonna say you're gonna do some dumb shit, because you ain't showing me that you reading books. You ain't showing me that you meditating. You ain't showing me that you changing up your lifestyle for the better. So
right.
That's how I feel about with the drug dealers. Like, I just feel like, you know, anybody who doing all this type of negative lifestyle, this quick money lifestyle, you got to be a type of form of a manipulator to make to keep that female around.
You know, they're users. Everybody's a user at some point, because that's pretty much what relationships are. You're using each other either in a good way or a bad way.
Right.
So of course you gonna feel good telling her, oh yeah, I'll buy you whatever you want if you do. You know, it's just about how they go about that. Because to me, it's just a using thing. There's no way a guy is gonna do all the shit he does and then I'm right back in his lap later on that day. It's just no way. It's a manipulation. It's a manipulation. Right. He cheated on her, so now he went and bought her favorite pair of Uggs so I'm doing a stereotype example, but you know, you just cheated on her and now you go get her some roses and drop 3 stacks on her lap, and then on top of bought her the Gucci and all of this. Like, just it's a manipulation. And the girls who just want that protection, they're gonna
y'all hear that, ladies? She emphasizing on that because y'all got shit fucked up. Go to the gun range. I know a lot of ladies that hit that gun range. Shit, fuck that nigga. Go to the gun range.
Who just want that protection?
Word, I know.
Or that fast hustle. That's what's gonna happen. Like, you want that fast hustle. So, oh yeah, 3 rags and some. Oh yeah, more check marks in her closet. Okay, because I ain't gonna lie, shit. Somebody, but deny. Let me stop. But if I was in desperate need and somebody breaking, just telling me some promises, I'm gonna take them 3 rocks, baby. I don't even know what you're talking about. But I'm gonna be protecting myself at the same time.
Right. See, not everybody think like Miss Jenkins over here or PinkPin right now. Nobody knows. But let's okay. You answered really well. I'm glad that I got your perspective on it. Me and you again, I feel like we on the same page about this. Because again, it sucks talking to a lot of young girls around my age, because I'm 24 and I'm looking for a real woman, a real young woman. Like, I don't mind going older. I want me a nice MILF. I want me a something that's around 28, 30, but you know, that's another conversation for another time too, because the mindset of them, which is crazy to me too. But anywho, it's really challenging trying to find a responsible young woman now, because you only got young girls, you know what I mean? Like, it's only a certain length of the mental capacity that they willing to take accountability for. Other than that, they go in trigger mode, like, oh, why you don't do this? Or what made you do that? Oh, you're judging. Oh, you this. Oh, you that. Man, like I said, the shorty, me and her had this whole argument. The most communication I ever got from her was arguments. And I would like to say she a fuck girl, because every time when I first met her, it was at a club. And then like shortly after that, we conversating, and I took her on a date, and she was on her phone the whole time. And months after that, when I bring up like, oh, you know, because we was on and off talking after that, you know what I mean? So when I bring up, oh, let's do a date again, this time you can't be on your phone, she took a whole offense to that. Like, oh, I work hard, I this and that. So again, that's another conversation, but
it's scrolling on Instagram or fucking
Snapchat. Not doing nothing. You're not doing nothing that important. Trust me. I seen her fingers moving on that screen. Nothing important. And I respect anything important. If it's a business thing, I would do the same. But I'm putting my phone to the side and give you my undivided attention that you don't really find nowadays.